Alright guys, here it is. The Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Power Lance. So this was the signature weapon of Billy, the Mighty Morphin Blue Ranger, showcased right here holding the lance. And first of all, just like on the Lightning Collection Power Sword, I love this box art. I mean, there was nothing wrong with previous iterations of the Lightning Collection box art, but they've just took it up a notch, and it looks really, really good. So we're going to get into this thing. We're going to take a look at the Power Lance. There's only a handful of reviews on this online so far, but I'm not too late to the game. So let's take a look at it, see what we got. But first, the box. So, of course, we have Power Rangers Lightning Collection here at the top. We have the Power Lance showcased right here atop the stand that will come with it, which looks pretty good, I think. Then we have here a Mighty Morphin Power Lance with the black badge and the bulb here, black on the side, with this kind of stone metal gray kind of in the middle here. And then, of course, the Blue Ranger, ages 18+. And then showcasing the Power Lance, and then Hasbro's badge right there. So we turn it to the top. We have right there, Mighty Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Power Lance, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in blue. Then we take a look at the bottom, nothing to look at. We take a look at the side, just another Mighty Morphin Power Rangers badge with Mighty Morphin Power Lance. And then if we look to this side, we have, again, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers badge with Mighty Morphin Power Lance in black. But if we turn it over to the back, and then here we see the lance displayed. So you can display this two different ways. You can display it crisscross like this, which will be a space saver, or you can display it like this, long ways, if you have like a high place with lots of space. So either way would look good. I will most likely display it this way because I am running short of space. My collection is growing. And then, of course, when you look at the box, some of the things to showcase is right here, extendable lance, and it says, again, a few more languages. And then right here we have, obviously, lights and sounds, which says right here, lights and sounds, again, a few different languages. Premium roleplay, multiple configurations, display stand. Okay, and then right here we have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers badge with some disclaimer stuff right here, and then more disclaimer stuff right here, and then, of course, the Hasbro badge right here. So that is the box. But we didn't order this just to look at the box. We ordered this to see what is inside the box. So without further ado, let us go ahead and break into the box. So we have some sealage here on this corner. So let's go ahead and get to that. And we're going to be very careful because this is a very pristine box and I do not wish to ruin it. I like the way this box looks quite a bit. Let's see. No seal there. No seal here. So that may be all there is to it. Oh, here we go. We have sealage across the bottom. So right here. So we'll right across here like that. Right here and right here. There we go. That should do it. So let's open her up. Alrighty. There it is. Alright, so this is what the box will look like as soon as you open it up. We have the display stand here. We have the pegs that actually hold the lance up for the display stand right here. And then we have the two lances here and here. And then we have another peg for the stand here. So there's one in each corner. And then these right here are just there to hold the lance in place. And then we have the instruction booklet right here, which explains how it works and what you need to make it work. In this case, 3 AAA batteries for each side, 6 in total. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get all this stuff out of the box. So we're going to cut camera, and then when we come back, I will have the Power Lance configured and ready for display. All right, guys. So first of all, here is the stand. Now you can see it has this rock formation type of look, just like the Lightning Collection Power Sword did, and then just like it also has a gold coin in the middle showcasing the Ranger helmet, in this case the Blue Ranger helmet, which looks pretty good. Now, like I said before, I am confused as to why they would do this rather than the dinosaur coin for each, like the actual power coin. I think maybe I have seen this before somewhere else in lore, because I think it strikes me that I've seen it somewhere, but I can't place it. But I still think that most people would rather have seen the actual power coin here. But either way, it does look good. It's not that it doesn't look good. So we have two options for display. So it does come with these two legs. So you can put them here and here. And then that will allow you to display it horizontally, just like so. So you can display it like that, or you could take the legs and you can take them and you can have them like this. Just like so. And then you would take the power lance and you would display it like this, which is a space saver, to be sure. Now, that is how the display stand will work. But what we really want to get into is the cool lights and sounds that this thing can bring to the table. So let's go ahead and get this display stand off camera and start demonstrating how the lance really works. All right, so here is one half of the power lance, and you can see they both have the golden Triceratops coin here in the middle, which looks really good. This is, of course, the speaker, and then there's a button right here. You can press that for your lights and sounds. But first, we need to put the batteries in it. So now the batteries are located underneath here. You can see there's a little crease right here. This side, there is no crease. That means the batteries go on this side. So we twist it just like that to your left, counterclockwise, and that will reveal the screws that you need to reveal the battery case. And then, of course, those are Phillips head screws, so you just use a little Phillips head screwdriver to get them out. All right, and once you've got the screws loosened, it just comes out nice and easy. You see there is room here for 3 AAAs. All righty, so if you look very, very closely, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a spring right in the middle. So you want to put 2 batteries on either side, peg down. So peg down, and then the one in the middle has the spring. So that one goes peg up, just like so. The cap has the springs on the inside, so that's determining, so that way you know that these 2 are supposed to be pegged down. So then we take this, and we just put it right back over top. Tighten it down with your screwdriver. Not so tight, just tight enough. You don't want to strip the screws out. That would suck. Once you got that cap back on there, you just take the Triceratops coin and just twist it back in place. And there it is. Now, let's see what happens. We've got some sound and lighty action. And let's see what this thing can do. All right, we're going to start off with just one of them because trying to work with both of them would be very cumbersome. So let's, first of all, I got the batteries in it, so let's see what it can do. So first of all, we do have a button. I showed you that earlier, so let's press it and see what it does. Okay, little lighty action going on there. Okay, let's see what happens when we do this. Okay, so we got some lights by extending it. If we retract it, got a little lighty. Now the whole time, we're getting this humming sound. If you can hear that. Okay. So now let's see what happens when we... Now it's supposed to have motion sensing action, so let's see what it does. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right, let's see here. All right, so it'll make sounds if you impact, but it makes the same sounds. That was different. Pretty cool. All right, now let's see if we if we press the button while it's retracted. Actually, guess I did it too fast. Let's see. All right. Now, if we swing it while it's retracted, does it do something different? It doesn't do anything. Little something. All right. Okay. But you can also, now this is loose but tight. So you can do it manually, or you can, just like that, or you can swing it open, which I think is pretty cool. All right, now. Okay, now, I think if we press and hold the button, we get a consistent glow. Now, it doesn't make any noises. There's no humming coming from it. It's just a consistent glow from the lighting feature, which is pretty cool. So let's see if we swing it. We don't get any sounds. We just get that cool lighting effect. If we close it, that turned it on. So let's press the button again, and that turns it off. All right, now, let's see what happens when we combine it with the other half. All right, I've got both halves together. Now, let's see what happens. Okay. So when you put them together, they detect it, and they start glowing. They make a little humming. This is a completely different sound. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now let's see if we extend it. Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay. Now, as long as this is connected, they detect each other. Now, if we press the button, that deactivated one side, so we got to press both buttons to deactivate both sides. All right, pretty cool. And then we can, and of course, that turns it back on, so we got to press the buttons again to turn them off. All righty. If we disconnect it, there's no detection. It doesn't make any sounds or lights. So this is really cool. Now, it's important to note that these are the very first Blue Ranger Power Lances that we have gotten since the mid-90s when Power Rangers was at its peak. You got all 5 weapons in a set that could combine to form the Power Blaster, but we have not gotten a Power Lance since then. It's been 30 years since we've gotten a Power Lance. So this is super cool. Now, it's pretty long. I want to say that in total, it is 4 feet end to end. 4 feet. And I'm 5'6". So here's where it comes up to on me. That's pretty good. So this is definitely the longest weapon that we've gotten from either the Bandai Legacy Collection or the Hasbro Lightning Collection. This is the biggest thing so far. I really like it. And this is really sturdy, too. I mean, I know there's probably a lot of people who will say it just looks and feels like cheap plastic, but it's a Hasbro toy. What do you expect? You know, it's not one of these high-end metal crafters. They can't make the blades out of actual metal. It would be an actual weapon. Pretty sure there's some sort of law against that. But this is really, really nice. This is good and sturdy. But I think this is good for, you know, knocking a few heads. So if you want to do a little role-play fighting between this and another thing, like the Lightning Collection Power Sword, or even the Force FX lightsabers for Star Wars, I think it would hold up pretty well. Alright guys, I'm going to give you just a really good close look at this, because you can't really get a good look at it when I'm swinging it around. I love the detail on this. I think they did a good job with it. The Triceratops coin looks really good. And then the handles have good grip to them. I really like that a lot. They did a good job with that. The display, again, there will be people who say that it just looks like cheap plastic, and maybe they're right, but I think it serves a purpose, and it serves its purpose well, so I don't mind that at all. And again, more detail here underneath that just looks really, really good. And then, of course, let me twist this around. You've got the button on it, so that turns it on, turns it off, and then if we press and hold the button, we just get a good, consistent glow out of it. And you could keep it like that and display it and just kind of use it for ambiance if you wanted to. Supposedly, it'll just keep going forever. It'll never shut off until you shut it off yourself. So I think that's really cool. And it goes all the way around. The light goes from here all the way inside the blade itself, goes all the way across, and then inside here, all the way back out. So they did a good job with it. I like that a lot. That's different from what they did with the Lightning Collection Power Sword and Dragon Daggers, but it works. So, but I think overall, they look really, really good. I like them a lot. I'm very glad that we have them, and I'm looking forward to the next addition to the Lightning Collection. I'm crossing my fingers for the Power Axe. Alright guys, well that's it. My review of the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin Power Lance. I love it. I think it's a great addition to the Lightning Collection. I think it's about time that Billy, David Yost, was finally honored with a replica of his weapon from the show. One that was longer than this. But it's great piece. Could it be a little longer? Yeah, why not? I mean, of course it could. But I think for what it is, it's fantastic. It looks good. The license sounds are good. The playability is there. It's a great compliment to the Lightning Collection Power Sword. I'm enjoying it, so I'm very, very glad that I have this piece for my collection. I think it's going to look fantastic on display as soon as I figure out exactly where I want to display it. This is sort of a temporary setup. But in the meantime, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Power Lance. As always, please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please click that notification bell to receive notifications of future videos. And as always, this has been Mighty Morphin DJ saying thanks for joining me, and you know what time it is.